Hello everyone, my name is Aniljan. Today I am going to discuss a comprehensive review of SAR imagery and wetland classification. My presentation goes like this. Wetland is a transitional land between terrestrial and aquatic system. It serves as a habitat for both the system. It have a lot of benefits like they are the kidney of the nature. They indicate how environment is good or bad. They are the habitat for plants and animals. They have aesthetic and recreational values. They support economy too. If we see the time frame, 54 to 57% of wetland were being lost or converted during the 20th and 21st century due to the transformation of land to agricultural and urbanization, groundwater extraction, pollution, climate change, etc. There are two methods of wetland classification. One is traditional method. In this method, we have to visit in the field and classify them. And second one is remote sensing based. If we are using any earth observation data like aerial image or satellite imagery to classify the wetlands, then it is called remote sensing based wetland classification, which have more advantage over the traditional one. Like we can get the images of inaccessible places too. In the figure, we have five wetlands located in Newfoundland, Canada, according to the Canadian Wetland Classification System. Now we will discuss about the SAR imagery. SAR imagery begins in 1960s and early 1970s. SAR sensors, they are capable of penetrating through the clouds. That's why they are helpful in any weather conditions to obtain the ground level information under the vegetation canopies. Likewise, it helps to detect the calm water bodies by the SAR sensors, which is more helpful and makes it more appropriate than others like the aerial imagery. If we see, Convair 580 data was used for the wetland mapping and RadarSat 2 image time series was used for water level in saturated wetlands. SAR imagery have a lot of benefits like they help in differentiating between swamp and upland, bog and fen at sea bend, differentiating the conifer dominated bog and deciduous leafy forest vegetation. It has some devances too, like pre-processing of SAR data is time consuming. Sometimes uncertainty occurs like speckle, which degrades the image quality and hinders in classification. Now, if we see the effects of SAR sensor specification, we have four. And first one is wavelength. SAR sensors are operated in bands with different wavelengths, like P band operate in 100 centimeter wavelength. Short wavelengths are helpful in distinguishing herbaceous wetland, emerging wetland. Likewise, the long wavelength help in identification between frosted or dense vegetative wetland. Second one is polarization. Sensors are polarized and presented in P and Q polarization, either in vertical and horizontal direction. In co-polarization, HS detect flooded forest and inundation. Likewise, the cross-polarization, SB detect the herbaceous and woody wetland. Third one is incident angle. Low incident angle have more penetration depth. So, single incident angle help in detection of the water bodies under the vegetation. Likewise, the large incident angle help in the shrubby and herbaceous wetland detection. Finally, the fourth one is orbit. Ascending orbit is helpful in wetland mapping and descending orbit is not recommended for wetland classification. Now finally we will move to the summary. Satellite remote sensing is best method for updating and generating wetland inventories. SAR imagery is best for shrubby and forested wetland and herbaceous wetland. HS polarization have more penetration depth than other polarization. L band is best for the wetland mapping. So SAR imagery have a lot of benefits over aerial imagery. That's why it is more usually by the ecologists. Thank you.